is the 20th annual Bank of America Football Classic. Nick, what do you know about this?
I can tell you what.
Let's turn your mic on first, man.
Thanks a lot. I can tell you what. We've been waiting for this all summer. The Olympics are over. Baseball is winding down. And this is what it's all about. Black college football. You can look at all the fans. Everyone's excited, and I anticipate a very good game today.
All right. Kofi, what about you, man?
Roy, I'm pumped as all get up. Because I was at the very first Ebony Classic, the Ebony Football Classic over there at Georgia Tech. And I can't wait to eat some tiger meat today.
All right, what we're going to do, we know Kofi's allegiances, he is around there, along with me. Nick got TSU background in his family, so it's there. We're going to do this again. You're in tune to the Black College Sports Network. Make sure you tell all your friends, check us out, blackcollegesportsnetwork.net. We are here. We're going to be talking about the SIAC, the CIAA, the SWAC. We're going to get into today's game. We're going to be talking to fans. We got the rest of the crew, Aronde. We got Julian, Dean, Trish, Tony, Carmen. It is going to be a party here in Atlanta. We'll be right back with more after this on the Black College Sports Network.
Be able to see the hole, be able to move quickly through the hole. He needs a good level of explosiveness as he goes through the hole, and it needs to be a back that's able to give second effort. Is he able to break tackles? Is he able to go through the line of scrimmage and break one tackle, break two tackles? Is he able to break three tackles? An exceptional running back has to have those three things.
Okay, well, there we go. We're looking at our CIAA Players of the Week. Mr. Torian Donaldson, running back from Virginia Union University. Rod Jones, defensive back from Elizabeth City State University. Gentlemen, congratulations. Great week. We hope you have another one this week. This is what we're going to talk about now.
I always got to show love to the defensive back. I was a free safety myself. I mean, his stats, he almost went top of the mind. He's 6'1", 185 from Sussex, Virginia. I think he's going to have a great career. Also, y'all should probably be looking at him because if he died and goes to heaven, you may have a chance to make it to the NFL.
All right. Well, of course, we know it's football season, but you can't talk about the CIAA without talking about the CIAA basketball tournament. Football is great, but they have a great tournament. Leon Carey, one of the best commissioners in the country, has built that into one of the biggest events going around. Ron, we went last year.
Yeah.
What did you think about that tournament?
I told some people earlier, that is one of the better events I think the HBCU is putting on. The participation of the fans and alumni that comes, I think is great. Then you have great sponsorship, and I think that is what elevated these Black College athletics as a whole when you look at football and basketball over these last 20 years. Before everyone was going to the particular colleges that these schools were located, you couldn't get a 50,000 turnout to come to a particular school because the stadium's only hold almost less than 15,000 people. Now you bring these games to a larger arena like Charlotte. You know, you play that with the broadcast play. It's not in that little gym anymore. Even this game here today, we're playing here in the Georgia Dome. You know, some people say this is the house that Michael Vick built, or Deion Sanders, you know, however you want to look at it. But it's great that you can pack this game like it is over the past couple of years. I think it shows a lot. And it's going to get bigger as the years go.
Okay. And we're going to get into a little bit more information with the CIAA, talk about the teams that are the defensive and offensive leaders in the conference, the things that are going on. We'll give you a listing of some of the games that are going to be happening in the CIAA today. But we're going to get out of here. We're going to be back after this to talk to you more about Black College football right here on the BCSN Game Time show from Atlanta, Georgia at the Football Atlanta Classic. We'll be back. It's just too much. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back to the BCSN Game Time Show. This is Roy Eavins, and we're here now. We're going to get into and talk a little bit about the SIAC, the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Now, we know we've done the SIAC. We actually had a contract of 5 years broadcasting their games. And we're going to start off talking about their offensive and defensive players of the week. I'm going to start off with a young man that I like to call Superman. quarterback, Mr. Jakari Atkinson from Tuskegee. Tell us a little bit about it, Kofi.
That's a bad boy. Last week he passed for 362 yards. He was 19 of 34. He rushed for 95 yards in his big win. In fact, one more TD in his win over Stillman. Tuskegee hasn't lost in a minute, man.
Tuskegee's been a very, very good team over the past few years. One of the things to know about that, Jakari accounted for 5 touchdowns himself in that game, whether running or passing. We're going to get into a few stats about that as we go. Now we're going to talk about our defensive player of the week. Morehouse's own linebacker, Mr. Jeffrey Cargill.
Hey, he had an outstanding game. He's truly the big man on campus this week. He had 10 tackles, 7 solos, 5 of those tackles were behind the line of scrimmage, and he had 3 sacks. And he had a QB hurry. So truly, he was a one-man show all by himself.
Well, you know, as we look at that, let's talk a little bit about it. Morehouse's defense right now is ranked 4th in the conference. They're only giving up 1,045 yards. So he's a big part of that. They got a couple of schools ahead of them. But let's look at this. Let's talk about some offensive numbers.
All right.
In the SIAC's offensive categories, Tuskegee is rushing and passing for 1,841 yards. Jakari Atkinson has accounted for 1,106 of those yards on his own. The boy is bad. Look for him to be able to move on to the next level. What type of things do you think are helping him with that?
Well, if you've been in the Story program for a while, he has a field presence and he understands the system. You know, if you go through a lot of coaching changes, then you're inconsistent, you're indecisive about making decisions. Once you feel comfortable about going into a game and you know exactly where you're going, you know you're in attack mode at all times. So therefore, the defense, they have to sleep well at night, because when you go up against him, he's going to put up his numbers. You just got to you can't stop him. You just got to try to contain him.
Well, again, like I said, Tuskegee has had a very good program. We talk about it. Rick Comedy was the coach there for years. The coach's name escapes him, but again, in the past 16 years, they've had 2 coaches. You talk about stability, those are the kind of things that when you come in as a young player, they'll really help you out. Now, when you look at it, now we know that you played tennis.
Right.
Concentration as a quarterback has a lot to do with just like when you're in these solo sports. What do you think are some of the attributes that Jakari can work with that are helping him move to this next level?
Well, one of the main things that he has done, he has an excellent football coach and his head coach, and I know that he's won several national championships at North Alabama as an offensive coordinator. So he comes from a good family of tradition there. Studying his videotapes, watching film can definitely help him to go to the next level. If I were a guy like Jakari, what I would probably do is participate in a couple of summer camps, familiarize myself with a guy like Peyton Manning, a man from Alcorn State. I would go ahead and see Aaron McNair. I would put myself in their presence, try to find out, try to pick their brain, try to find out the different things that I need to do in my training and in my studies so I can take it to that next level.
All right.
Some of his individual attributes, you gotta have great footwork. When the pros look back, they want to look at the just step back. You have a great 3-step or a 5-step drop. So when you look at that, he has all the system tools to excel on this level, but if they can take him to the next level, like you say, you always have to get a mentor, someone to take you under your wing, and show you the ropes, and get you mentally prepared, because when you do take the next step, everybody's going to be fast. They're going to be just as strong as you are, so now you have to mentally prepare yourself for a bigger challenge. All right?
There you go, Mr. Atkinson. You now know what you need to do. Get ready for the next level. Keep playing. Again, Jakari Atkinson and Jeffrey Cargill, congratulations, gentlemen. You are the defensive and offensive players for your conference for this week. Folks, stay tuned. We're going to be back. As you can hear it in the background, it's Trump. We got the Army. We got Bank of America. We got Tyson Foods. We got the man. They're doing their thing. We'll be back with more of the Black College Sports Network BCSN Game Time from Atlanta, Georgia at the Atlanta Football Classic.
Yes, sir.